Good morning. I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay and with me is Vaibhav Srivastav. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes stock of situation in financial sector, discusses structural and welfare measures to spur growth. The Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force will today showcase solidarity with the country's COVID warriors. Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting Prakash Javadekar says practically half of the country will become fully operational in the third phase of the lockdown. The mega exercise of Shramik special trains is on to take migrant labourers and students to home states. Lifeline Uran 422 flights deliver 790 tons of essential medical cargo across the country. And more than 1.57 lakh stranded people register on the website launched by the Indian mission in UAE to fly back home. Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday held an important meeting to discuss financial sector, structural and welfare measures to spur growth in India. At a meeting with Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and officials, Mr. Modi discussed strategies and interventions to support Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, MSMEs and farmers, enhance liquidity and to strengthen credit flows. The Prime Minister also discussed ways and means to ensure financial stability in the wake of COVID-19 and measures taken to enable businesses to recover quickly from the impacts. Dwelling on the issue of welfare of workers and the common man, Mr. Modi pointed out the need to generate gainful employment opportunities by helping businesses to overcome difficulties due to disruptions caused by COVID-19. The Prime Minister emphasized the need to take speedy measures to commence work on new infrastructure projects and speed up works in the infrastructure sector so as to make up for the time lost in COVID-19. He wanted the projects taken up under the National Infrastructure Pipeline be reviewed at the highest level frequently so as to avoid time delays and enable creation of jobs. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a meeting to deliberate on the issues and reforms required in agriculture sector. Special emphasis was given on reforms in agriculture marketing, management of marketable surplus, access of farmers to institutional credit and freeing agriculture sector of various restrictions. Prime Minister laid special emphasis on technological intervention in the agriculture sector in order to unlock the entire value chain benefiting the farmers in the country. It was also decided to further strengthen the role of farmer producer organizations, FPOs, to bring vibrancy in agrarian economy, transparency in agriculture trade and enable maximum benefits to the farmers. Prime Minister also made a call to boost Brand India and stated that in order to increase agriculture commodity export in the country, commodity-specific boards and councils need to be set up.
The Indian Armed Forces will today showcase a unique way of extending solidarity with the country's COVID warriors. Army, Navy and the Air Force will together display a series of activities marking nation's respect towards the endeavour of health professionals, security officials, sanitation workers, essential supply chain workers and media professionals. Commending this unique gesture, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the armed forces have always been of immense support during tough times and their display of solidarity with the frontline COVID warriors is equally remarkable. Mr. Modi said the country has waged a strong fight against the global pandemic and it has been possible all because of the courageous frontline warriors. Home Minister Amit Shah extended his compliments to the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, and to 3 service chiefs for their decision to organize a spectacular display of solidarity. All the 3 service chiefs will today lay wreaths at the Police Memorial in New Delhi to honour the efforts of security personnel for their exceptional and heroic efforts. Our correspondent reports on the series of activities slated to take place today.
The armed forces have made elaborate arrangements to mark this day with memorable gesture of solidarity. The C-130 carrier of the Indian Air Force, flying at a very low altitude, will cover the entire length of the country from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, overlooking Dal Lake in Srinagar, Rajpath in Delhi, Bara Talab in Bhopal, Vivekananda Rock in Kanyakumari, including many other places of significance. The Air Force helicopter will shower flower petals starting at 9 in the morning from police Police Memorial in Delhi. At 10:30 in the morning, the low-flying helicopters, which will be easily visible from rooftops, will shower petals while flying over hospitals in various cities including AIIMS, Safdarjung, GTB, RML in Delhi. Across the country, from Itanagar to Gandhinagar, including cities like Mumbai, Kolkata, Chandigarh, similar feat can be witnessed between 10 to 11 in the morning. Roaring in the skies and making a salute to the COVID warriors, the fighter planes Sukhoi 30, MiG-29 and Jaguar will fly past over the national capital at 10:15 in the morning. Army bands will visit many hospitals treating corona patients throughout the day and play tunes to honor the corona warriors. Zanand Chaturvedi, AIR News, Delhi.
To express solidarity towards corona warriors, the Andaman and Nicobar Command will carry out flypast by aircrafts of the Indian Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard across various islands of Andaman and Nicobar. The Dornier aircrafts will start the flypast today at 9 a.m. for north of Port Blair, covering Rangat, Maya Bandar and Diglipur. BJP President JP Nadda has praised the Ayush Ministry for using standards of modern medical practices along with Ayurveda in tackling the COVID-19 pandemic. As part of his ongoing discussions with various professionals on the novel coronavirus pandemic, Mr. Nadda yesterday interacted with Ayurveda doctors and others. Praising the Ministry of Ayush, Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy, Mr. Nadda said the ministry has shared very useful tips for strengthening immunity in the wake of this deadly virus outbreak.
Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting Prakash Javadekar said in the third phase of the lockdown, practically half of the country will become fully operational from May 4th. Mr. Javadekar said the lockdown has brought us success and the country has fared much better than other countries in its response to contain the corona pandemic.
भारत ने इस क्राइसिस को ठीक मैनेज किया है, यह हमें समझना पड़ेगा और ये इसलिए हुआ कि समय पे लॉकडाउन हुआ, लॉकडाउन का कड़ाई से पालन हुआ और अब ईजिंग आउट कर रहे हैं, फेजिंग आउट कर रहे हैं और फेजिंग आउट में ग्रीन जोन में लगभग रोजमर्रा की सारी एक्टिविटीज खुल गई है। सभी उद्योग और खासकर उद्योग ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में ही होते हैं, एकदम शहरों के बीचे बीच फैक्ट्रीज नहीं होती है, तो वो आसपास होती है, वो सारी फैक्ट्रीज भी डेडिकेटेड ट्रांसपोर्ट से चालू रहेगी, तो वो दूसरा मुद्दा है। कंस्ट्रक्शन एक्टिविटी शुरू कर सकते हैं, जहां वहां मजदूर वैसे भी कंस्ट्रक्शन एक्टिविटी पर मजदूर वही रहते हैं।
Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Minister Nitin Gadkari has said government is likely to announce a relief package for the MSME sector soon. Addressing a webinar in New Delhi today, Mr. Gadkari said recommendations for relief package have been sent to Finance Minister and the Prime Minister. The package is expected to be announced in due course. Highlighting the economic crisis across the world, Mr. Gadkari said that it is a golden opportunity for Indian industries and entrepreneurs to explore new businesses.
Central Administrative Tribunal CAT has issued new guidelines for hearing cases in green, orange and red zones. The benches or courts located in green zones shall function following the guidelines issued by the Home Ministry, such as maintaining the social distance, making the sanitary arrangements and avoiding the direct contact. It said the method of functioning of the High Courts in the concerned area shall be decided by the head of the department of the concerned bench in consultation with the President of the Bar Association. For benches in red, that is the lockdown areas, and orange zones, the cases of urgent nature may be filed through email by contacting the registrar of the concerned bench, who will furnish the email ID to the intending advocate or party. If the registry is satisfied that it needs to be dealt with urgently, the HOD of the bench shall be informed of the same.
Union Ministry for Communication and Information Technology Ravi Shankar Prasad yesterday took a dig at former Congress President Rahul Gandhi for questioning Arogya Setu app. In a series of tweets, Mr. Prasad rejected Mr. Gandhi's allegation with regard to the app, saying it is a powerful companion which protects people from COVID-19. He said it has a robust data security architecture. The minister alleged that those who indulged in surveillance all their lives will not know how technology can be leveraged for good. Mr. Prasad also said the Arogya Setu is now been appreciated globally and the app is not outsourced to any private operator. Earlier, Rahul Gandhi had accused the app of being a sophisticated surveillance system while raising concerns on data security and privacy-related issues. Migrant laborers and students from different states have started reaching their hometowns. The first lot of 1,200 stranded and migrant laborers who reached Hatia railway station from Telangana have safely reached their respective home districts. The first special train from Kota in Rajasthan arrived at Hatia railway station in Ranchi, Jharkhand, bringing around 1,490 students who were studying in various medical and engineering coaching institutes. The Ranchi district administration has arranged for around 70 sanitized buses at the railway station to fly these students to 14 districts of the states. Our correspondent reports that Jharkhand government has also deployed nodal officers who will escort each bus travelling to the respective district.
A 26-coach special relief train brought students hailing from 14 districts of the state today at Hatia railway station. As every student thanked the efforts taken by the government, upon deboarding the train they were taken to Paras HEC hospital in Ranchi from the railway station for proper medical screening and examination. Welcomed with food packets, flowers and drinks, all the students seemed elated on reaching to their native place during the lockdown period. Proper measures of social distancing was maintained by the students themselves. Meanwhile, the state government has strictly instructed parents to not worry as the government officials will properly escort all the kids to their residence with due care. All necessary protocols of inking them with non-washable stamps of home quarantine and medical examination is also to be followed. This is Shilpi from Ranchi.
A special train carrying stranded labourers from Jaipur reached Danapur Patna station yesterday afternoon. Bihar Health Minister Mangal Pandey welcomed passengers at the railway station. 1,174 labourers of Nagaur district of Rajasthan have returned to Bihar by this train. The first special train carrying migrant labourers of Uttar Pradesh moved from Nasik in Maharashtra and will reach Lucknow today. State government is in talks with concerned officials for running more such trains for the migrant workers stranded in Gujarat and Maharashtra, since the number are very high, but will first ensure the list of the workers and the medical checkups. More from a correspondent.
Around 845 migrant workers are returning to their native places in a special train which will reach Lucknow via Jhansi and Kanpur. After medical checkup, the workers will be sent to their homes where they will be kept in quarantine. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has ordered to open the vegetable and fruit mandis till late in evening and ensure regular sanitization. Sabhapati of Lucknow Mandi and ADM Lucknow, Vishwabhushan Mishra, told AIR that in Lucknow Mandi, technology is being used to monitor vendors and 100% social distancing is being ensured. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel welcomed the Government of India's decision to run trains for labourers stuck in various states due to the lockdown. He has written a letter to Railway Minister Piyush Goyal requesting to run 28 trains to bring back the labourers of the state stranded in different parts of the country. Talking to All India Radio News, Chief Minister said that Chhattisgarh government is taking all possible measures to face the challenge posed by the spread of coronavirus following return of these labourers and students to the state.
हजारों के तादाद में मजदूर आएंगे, छात्र छात्राएं आएंगे, दूसरे अन्य लोग भी आएंगे। उसमें से कुछ लोग कोरोना कैरियर हो सकते हैं और वो विभिन्न शहरों में, कस्बों में, गांवों में जाएंगे। तो एक बड़ी चुनौती हमारे सामने है। असली चुनौती अब सामने आएगा जब वो लोग आएंगे, और इसके लिए जो तैयारी हमारी है वो यही है कि जितने भी लोग आए उससे पहले टेस्ट होगी, उसे क्वारंटाइन में रखा जाएगा।
In the wake of the central government's directives, the Union Territory Administration in Jammu and Kashmir has provided for online registration and helpline numbers to facilitate the return of migrant workers, students and other stranded persons stranded outside Jammu and Kashmir during the lockdown period. More from our Srinagar correspondent.
After the centre gave the go-ahead for the migrant workers, stranded persons and students to return to their respective destinations, Jammu and Kashmir administration has appointed nodal officers to coordinate and monitor the movement of J&K residents stranded in different states and union territories due to lockdown imposed to prevent the spread of COVID-19. For facilitation as well as offline registration, the migrant workers can access the helpline number of the Labour Department. For return to Kashmir Division, they can contact Zamir on 9797172356, Shaukat Shafi on 8899646373. For return to Jammu Division, the migrant workers can contact Sanjay Kumar Bhatt on 9419424281. Sunil Kohl, AR News from Srinagar.
This is All India Radio, bringing you a special news program on COVID-19. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes stock of the situation in financial sector, discusses structural and welfare measures to spur growth. The Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force will today showcase solidarity with the country's COVID warriors. Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Prakash Javadekar, says practically half of the country will become fully operational in the third phase of the lockdown. The mega exercise of Shramik special trains is on to take migrants, labourers and students to home states. 422 flights under Lifeline Udan deliver 790 tons of essential medical cargo across the country, and more than 1.57 lakh stranded people register on the website launched by the Indian mission in UAE to fly back home. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
दर्शकों का पसंदीदा धारावाहिक श्री कृष्ण जल्द आ रहा है डीडी नेशनल, फ्री डिश और अन्य डीटीएच चैनल पर। सब्सक्राइबर्स अपना चैनल नंबर नोट करें। फ्री डिश 001, टाटा स्काई 114, एयरटेल 148, सन डायरेक्ट 302, वीडियोकॉन D2H 149, डिश टीवी 193 और डेन 138। आगामी आकर्षण धारावाहिक श्री कृष्ण।
In all, 422 flights have been operated under Lifeline Udan to deliver essential medical cargo to people across the country. These flights have been operated under Lifeline Udan by Air India, Alliance Air, Indian Air Force and private carriers. Of these, 244 flights have been operated by Air India and Alliance Air. More from a correspondent.
Over 790 tons of cargo have been transported by these flights during the lockdown period so far. An aerial distance of over 4,13,000 kilometers were covered by Lifeline Udan flights. These Lifeline Udan flights are being operated by Civil Aviation Ministry to transport essential medical cargo to remote parts of the country to support India's war against COVID-19. Helicopter services including Pawan Hans Limited have been operating in Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Islands and Northeast region, transporting critical medical cargo and patients. Under it, a special focus has been given on the Northeast region, island territories and the hilly states. In international sector, a cargo air bridge was established with East Asia for transportation of pharmaceuticals, medical equipment and COVID-19 relief material. The quantity of medical cargo brought in by Air India is 842 tons. In addition to it, Blue Dart and SpiceJet have uplifted medical supplies from different places. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
The number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 has now gone up to 37,776 in the country. Out of the total cases, 10,017 patients have recovered and discharged from the hospitals, while 1,223 patients have died due to the disease. The recovery rate in the country from COVID-19 is 26.65%. Ministry of Health has said in a statement that the central government is taking several steps along with the states and union territories for prevention, containment and management of COVID-19 through a graded, preemptive and proactive approach.
In Punjab, 187 more persons tested positive for COVID-19. They belong to various districts including Amritsar, Hoshiarpur, Patiala, Ludhiana and Moga. Our correspondent reports that out of them as many as 170 positive persons are devotees who had returned from Nanded in Maharashtra recently. With this, the total number of positive cases has risen to 772 and the number of active COVID-19 patients has gone up to 640 so far. Many as 112 patients have cured and discharged from hospitals so far and 20 patients have died in the state. In the Union Territory of Chandigarh, 6 new corona-positive cases were reported yesterday. As many as 5 cases were reported from Bapu Dham colony and 1 from Shastri Nagar in Mani Majra, taking the total positive cases in Chandigarh to 94. Now the active total COVID-19 cases are 75, with 19 persons cured so far in the Union Territory.
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh held a meeting with farmers and representatives of agro firms, farmer producers and clubs yesterday in Imphal. He discussed with them various topics regarding increase of productivity after relaxation of lockdown restrictions. In the latest meeting, the Chief Minister reviewed the present situation of cold storage, infrastructures, crop production rate, food processing programs. In Tripura, 2 BSF personnel tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday, almost 15 days after the 2 patients were recovered from the virus. Border Security Force officials said one of the 2 patients is a head constable posted at Ambassa in Dhalai district, who was admitted to hospital with stomach ache problem on the 25th of March. The patient was later referred to the GB Pant Government Hospital in Agartala, and the person who tested positive was attending the patient. On 23rd of April, Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb has declared that the state has become novel coronavirus-free after the second patient was tested negative. At present, 2 of the 8 districts of Tripura are in the orange zone, while the remaining 6 districts have been declared as green zones.
In Maharashtra, even as the total count of COVID-19 positive patients has gone up to 12,296 in the state, a special Shramik Express left for Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh from Bhiwandi with over 1,000 migrant laborers last night. In all, 790 fresh cases of COVID-19 were reported from different parts of the state yesterday. In Mumbai alone, 547 cases were reported, taking its tally to 8,359, the highest in metro cities in the country. Yesterday, around 36 patients died due to the disease, out of which 27 were from Mumbai. More in this report from Mumbai.
A special Shramik Express left for Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh from Bhiwandi in Maharashtra last night around 1 a.m. The train is carrying as many as 1,104 migrant laborers. The railway provided them with food and water. However, 97 fresh cases were reported in Pune, which is among the 14 red zone districts in the state. Malegaon, another hotbed of novel coronavirus, too reported 14 new cases. The tally in this textile hub now stands at 298. Chandrapur, which was not on COVID-19 map so far, has reported its first case after a 50-year tested positive for the disease. With Kunal Shinde, Madhuri Pange, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Bihar, the number of cured patients has gone up to 107 with discharge of 9 patients from the hospital yesterday. At present, 380 persons are undergoing treatment in the hospitals. The number of positive cases reported in the state is 481. Positive cases were also found in 57 migrant laborers. Number of casualties due to coronavirus has gone up to 4.
In Himachal Pradesh, the state government has decided to extend curfew relaxation hours from the existing 4 hours to 5 hours from tomorrow onwards. More from a correspondent.
The curfew will remain imposed in the entire state in wake of COVID-19 pandemic, but the relaxation would be increased by 1 hour from the existing 4 hours to 5 hours from tomorrow onwards. Shops would remain open during the relaxation in the curfew, and their timings would be decided by the deputy commissioners of the districts. Hardware shops have also been allowed to open besides constructions in urban and rural areas. On the other hand, dhabas, sweet shops and other takeaway restaurants would also be allowed to open subject to certain conditions. Meanwhile, a spokesperson of the state government told that every standard individuals who want to enter Himachal Pradesh or to go out of state and do not have a vehicle, they have to register on the online portal covid19epass.hp.gov.in. Sanjeev Sundariyal, AIR News, Shimla.
In Madhya Pradesh, along with strict implementation of the lockdown, the humanitarian phase of the police has also been praised by one and all. After connecting the children towards creative activities, now the police in Umaria district are becoming the support of the elders. The Umaria police have launched a Sankalp scheme to provide 24-hour help to the elderly.
Under the Sankalp scheme, Superintendent of Police has instructed all police personnel to identify and help 1 or 2 elderly families who are living alone and are worried about their everyday needs during the lockdown. Talking to AIR, SP Sajjan Sharma said that
उमरिया जिले में पुलिस के द्वारा संकल्प परियोजना लॉन्च की गई है, जिसके तहत जितनी भी 60 वर्ष से ऊपर के हमारे वृद्ध जन हैं जो अकेले रहते हैं, जिनके परिवार किसी भी कारणवश बाहर रहते हैं, पुलिस उनकी दहलीज पर आवश्यक सुविधाएं पहुंचाएगी.
The police got the inspiration for the the Sankalp scheme from an elderly woman who was worried for her medicines. The elders are also very happy with this innovative effort of the police.
हमारे घर आए एसपी साहब, उन्होंने आए तो पूछे कि आप यहाँ अकेले रहती हैं। उन्होंने बताया कि सब सामान सब आपके पास आ जाएगा, कोई तकलीफ नहीं होगी।
The Sankalp scheme is indeed a commendable effort and can become exemplary for many districts. With Santosh Gupta from Umaria, Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
In UAE, more than 1.57 lakh people have e-registered in the last 3 days on the website launched by the Indian mission to fly back home amidst the global pandemic caused by COVID-19, diplomatic sources indicated. The portal, which was launched on the night of 29th of last month, is open and people are still registering on it. According to the data collected so far by the Indian mission, nearly 57% of those registered on the portal are from the state of Kerala. In an effort to guard against fake news being circulated on various platforms, we bring you our segment on fact-checking and myth-busters. The central government has rejected the report that its employees will have to work from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. In a tweet, the Press Information Bureau said the claim was false. It clarified that the government has not taken any such decision and also there is no such proposal under consideration.
In a series, Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of the leading medical experts on COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, Dr. V.K. Paul, member Niti Aayog, said that Arogya Setu app is very important to protect yourself from COVID-19.
आरोग्य सेतु बहुत ही जरूरी जिंदगी का हिस्सा बन गया है और ये हमारी सबकी मदद के लिए और देश की मदद के लिए बहुत कारगर उपाय है। इसकी वजह से हम अपने देश को बचाएंगे क्योंकि इससे हमें पता चलता है कहाँ पे एक केस हुआ, इसके साथ साथ कौन वल्नरेबल था। अगर हम उस वल्नरेबल कैटेगरी में हम आते हैं, हम प्रिकॉशन ले सकते हैं, हमारा बचाव हो सकता है और जो कंट्रोल करने का जो सिस्टम है उसको ईज मिलती है कि मुझे एक्ट कहाँ करना है ताकि कम से कम नुकसान हो।
Talking to AIR News, Dr. Sanjay Pandey of the GB Pant Hospital, Delhi, said it is a matter of study that how the hot weather in India will impact the spread of COVID-19.
This is also a respiratory virus and this may also behave in the same way. But at the same time, it should be very clear that this is a new virus and it's very important that before making a final conclusion, we should study the pattern of this virus in different parts of the world. So right now, we cannot make any definite conclusion, but I think with time, we will be able to know that how much impact the hot weather in India will make the difference in the spread of the virus.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program today will bring a special discussion program on COVID-19. Dr. M.K. Sen, senior physician from Safdarjung Hospital, will participate in the discussion. Listeners can ask questions to the expert on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. I repeat, 1800-115767. One can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444. I repeat, 011-2331-4444 and post queries on a Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:25 p.m. onwards.
And now an overview of today's newspapers covering COVID-19 stories. 2,411 cases recorded in the highest single-day spike toll now. 1,223 leads the Hindu, adding 1 million tests conducted till date. ICMR ramps it up to 75,000 per day. US OK's Remdesivir India plans trials, informs the Times of India. 135 troops of CRPF battalion test positive, writes the Tribune. And finally, fortitude in solitude. Well, Hindustan Times reports that quarantine and self-isolation need not be monotonous and stifling. They can be the gateway to work, be it in the arts or sciences, that define the history of the world. Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin, John Milton and Lord Byron used such time to add to their formidable body of work in science and literature.
And now, before we end the special news program on COVID-19, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes stock of situation in the financial sector, discusses structural and welfare measures to spur growth. The Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force will today showcase solidarity with the country's COVID warriors. Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting Prakash Javadekar says practically half of the country will become fully operational in the third phase of the lockdown. The mega exercise of Shramik special trains is on to take migrant laborers and students to home states. Lifeline Udan 422 flights deliver 790 tons of essential medical cargo across the country, and more than 1.57 lakh stranded people register on the website launched by the Indian Mission in UAE to fly back home. And with that, we end the special news program on COVID-19.